Now, let me show you a man on a bus, specifically in Nottingham. It's the UKIP leader, as you can see, Nigel Farage, addressing people there, talking about why the UK should leave the European Union.
To bully you, to tell you that the end won't be nigh, I leave that to David Cameron and to George Osborne. David Cameron, who said 3 months ago that if he didn't get what he wanted from his renegotiation, all things were possible, including him supporting Brexit. And now he tells us if we leave the EU, it could cause World War III. Would you buy a used car from David Cameron? No! In fact, we ought to say that David Cameron is like the modern day Sheriff of Nottingham, isn't he? And we are Robin Hood, riding to the rescue. We don't represent the big corporate businesses. We don't represent Goldman Sachs. We don't represent the political classes. We represent ordinary, decent people who were lied to 40 years ago about what the common market was really all about. And this campaign, it's not about trade, it's not about economics. We will go on buying German motor cars. I will go on drinking French wine long after. Well, maybe this afternoon, you never know. Long after we've left the European Union. What this is about, it's about taking back what our politicians have given away. They've literally given away control of our country. They've given away the ability of us to make our own laws. They've given away the supremacy of our own courts. And worse still, they've given away our passports. That passport says European Union, and it's open to 508 million people. Now, the government tell us that 1 million people have come from the EU in the last 6 years, but we've issued 2.4 million national insurance numbers. Do you believe the government? No! Do you believe David Cameron? No! Is it time to take back control of our country? Yes! Is it time to take back our British passport? Yes! Is it time to take back control of our borders? Yes! Are we good enough to make our own laws and run our own country? Yes! Are we for Brexit? Yes!
So let's bring in our political correspondent Eleanor Garnier, who has been following the UKIP leader Nigel Farage on the campaign trail. A rousing question there. Are we for Brexit? Are people there giving the impression that they were keen to hear what Mr Farage had to say?
Very much so. There's a lot of people here who've come out to see Nigel Farage. Were here well before the bus arrived with their placards, with their badges, their rosettes on, all wanting to get a piece of him. And he'll get off the bus now and he will be swamped as people try to have a word with him, take a photo with him, get their placards signed by him. And we were in Dudley earlier this morning near Birmingham in the West Midlands, where Nigel Farage was doing another campaign stop. And he was making the case, just as we heard there, that he wants to get back control of our borders, of our passports, of our nation. And one thing I would say that is in stark contrast to the way David Cameron has been campaigning this morning, this really is easy come, easy go. Anyone can turn up here, anyone can try and talk to Nigel Farage, whereas I think with what we saw with David Cameron this morning, it was a very controlled event. The audience was workers who'd been selected to be there, and this is, if we just look over my shoulder now, we go up, he has been swamped by people who turned out at Beeston Market to have a piece with him. We're just going past the fish stall and we now cannot see Nigel Farage. He's in there in the middle trying to have some conversations with people, drum up support. And the whole point of this type of campaigning, it's about the energy. And that's what Nigel Farage was telling me this morning in Dudley. He doesn't care about the big names that are supporting the In campaign. He says they can all go and support the In campaign. He doesn't mind about that. This, he says, is about people versus the political people. So he's saying This is a ground war, and he's very happy to be out and about meeting whoever turns up. And that's why we're seeing scenes like this as he goes up and down the country trying to drum up support and try and entice people to vote to leave.
OK, Eleanor, for now, thanks very much indeed. Eleanor Garnier there.